Bonjour everyone, Françoise Alois Monroe. Welcome to my channel, Françoise, the Guiding Star. Today I want to talk about the Aquarius full moon on the 9th of August at 5:55 p.m. Brisbane time, Australia, occurring at 17 degrees of Aquarius. As always, the full moon marks a moment of awareness, revelation or inner tension, illuminating your emotional world and often highlighting polarities to be reconciled. What is unique about this full moon is her lack of aspects with other planets, emphasizing the symbolism of Aquarius, that is independence, detachment and objective clarity. In a world that is constantly fast-paced and stimulating, this full moon invites you to distance yourself from emotional noise and take a step back. And this ability to extract yourself from emotional noise becomes a real inner strength. The Aquarius full moon highlights the Leo-Aquarius axis, a dynamic tension between individuality and collectivity. On one hand, Leo craves self-expression, creativity, and recognition, while Aquarius, on the other hand, calls for detachment, objectivity, and a broader perspective. This opposition sparks questions about authenticity versus conformism, question about freedom, equality, and solidarity. Ultimately, this full moon asks you to face the truth, even if it is uncomfortable, and to free yourself from what is no longer aligned with your growth. The key theme of this full moon revolves around the balance between being true to yourself and fitting in with a group. So are you staying faithful to your unique identity, or are you getting lost in the expectations of others? So this full moon invites you to reconcile these polarities. This is a moment to clarify, to free yourself and to cut ties with outdated patterns, to reevaluate relationships, whether personal or professional, to let go of the need to please others and instead focus on being true to yourself. You might need to take a step back from certain connections, or conversely, inject more heart and passion into a relationship that has gone stale. This full moon can also signal identity crises, legitimacy issues, or unexpected events that force you to reassess your path. Although this full moon does not have major planetary conversations with the other planets, the astral climate remains rich in symbolism. At this full moon, two magnificent celestial figures called kites are formed based on an air grand trine. Mars in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, and Pluton retrograde in Aquarius are joined in an air grand trine that is pointing to the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries, creating a special figure, a kite number 1. Saturn-Neptune being the head or the apex of this kite, while Mars in Libra is the tail. Then the same air grand trine is also pointing to Mercury retrograde in Leo, creating another figure, another kite number 2. Here Mercury in Leo is the apex and Pluton in Aquarius is the tail. To understand how these two kites impact you, check your natal chart for planets or points in the first degrees of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, and Leo, and see which houses are affected. This is where this kite impacts you. This kite configuration influences your communications, learning, and thoughts, channeling the genius frequency of your higher mind. With Uranus in Gemini, you are tapping into innovative ideas and revolutionary changes, possibly sparked by Pluto in Aquarius. It is like a wild inspiration that brings solutions. The sextile between Uranus and Pluto suggests a bold, unconventional approach, embracing the unknown and taking exciting risks. This is an opportunity to break free from limitations and discover new possibilities. It is about being the fool who leaps into the unknown. Not the foolish, unaware fool, but the one who teaches you about new beginnings, about becoming a carefree wanderer, about beginning a new phase of your life, and about discovering the infinite possibilities that await you. And here I feel the resonance with Kala, the second Hawaiian principle of Huna. Kala that says, there are no limits, everything is possible, be free. This principle emphasizes that the limits we perceive are often self-imposed, and that the universe and your own potential are limitless. Kala is also linked to forgiveness toward yourself and others, because holding on to negativity and grudges can create limitations. Kala as well evokes the interconnectedness of all things, suggesting that your thoughts and actions influence the universe and vice versa. This Kala full moon, we can call her this way, invites you to open yourself to new paths in life. However, be aware that the energy of Kala can also bring a busy time, with intense communication, multiple ideas, and a strong potential for procrastination. Mars in Libra plays a role in your relationship and actions. But keep in mind that Mars in Libra is said to be in detriment, so is less strong and is hesitant to act. The challenge of kite number 1 lies in the opposition Mars in Libra to Saturn-Neptune in Aries, requiring diplomacy and negotiation, compromise and collaboration, and also patience and compassion. In Libra, Mars is more of a diplomatic decision maker. You are more likely to observe, debate with others, and then decide how to proceed. Libra is an air sign, so logic is favored here. And to understand how you will move forward, it is necessary to develop a plan, a strategy, aiming for fairness and equivalence in your interaction. The opposition between Mars and Saturn-Neptune suggests the need to balance different perspectives, because Mars opposes two planets, Saturn and Neptune, so therefore opposing two fronts at once. This kite number 1 configuration brings a need for movement and progress. Mars is receiving a frequency boost from Uranus in Gemini, so the power of your thoughts is crucial. Practice the Hawaiian principle of Ike, which reminds us that the world is what you think it is. Be aware of your thoughts and keep them positive as they shape your reality. This kite number 1 also deals with your connection to the collective frequency asking what people want and where they are looking. They're looking at something different, special, and empowering. So this is needed. The apex of kite number 2 is Mercury in Leo, still retrograde, in opposition to Pluto retrograde as well, in Aquarius. Pluto being the tail of this kite number 2. Mercury retrograde in Leo is nearing its station direct phase, which occurs on the 11th of August, just 2 days after the full moon. This shift will strongly concentrate Mercury's energy, prompting you to rethink your self-expression and how you assert yourself in the world. So it is not about proclaiming your truth loudly, but rather reflecting on what you truly want to say and why. So are you expressing yourself to shine or to inspire others? Do you want to be heard or recognized? Mercury retrograde helps you sort things out, and the Aquarius full moon brings the necessary detachment to see things clearly. Mercury retrograde reinforces the introspective aspect, urging you to dive deep within yourself. The universe offers a chance to rewrite your story, review fundamental beliefs, and reconnect with your personal power. And the power of Leo pushes you to embody your sovereignty. Be a conscious creator of your life and express yourself with courage and authenticity. Among the many relationships, interactions, and ideas circulating, you will find the right solution, even if it takes several attempts. Mercury retrograde in Leo brings neglected elements of reflection to the surface. So during this full moon, remain flexible and open, letting the energy flow naturally within you. Leo rules the heart, and it is the perfect time to open and heal your heart chakra, the energetic center of love, compassion, and connection. And you can release old wounds, fears, and doubts that prevent you from shining in all your brilliance. By connecting to your heart chakra, to its energy, you can unlock your creative potential and capacity to manifest. So I invite you to chant a purifying prayer, the sound of the heart chakra. This is done through the meditation called Anahata, which involves deep breathing and the recitation of the mantra Yam on the exhalation. This practice aims to harmonize the heart chakra, promoting love, compassion, and joy. And the sound Yam is associated with the element air. So while exhaling, pronounce mentally or in a low voice the sound Yam. Yam. Feel the vibration of the sound in your chest and let it spread throughout your body. And repeat this exercise, concentrating on the feeling of peace and love, which spreads in your heart. Very lovely. This full moon brings a lot of movement and action, but without grounding in earth sign, they are not so activated at this time. It may feel unsettling and overwhelming sometimes. Despite the harmonious aspects and beautiful kites configuration, balance is needed due to the two oppositions, Mercury to Pluto and Mars to Saturn-Neptune. These oppositions occur in relational axes, Aries Libra and Leo Aquarius, between individuality and the collective, self and others, communication and words. This is highlighting the need to review and correct something in your relationships. These are the challenges of this full moon, but the oppositions are still complementary, and the charts as a whole is rather harmonious, which means you will land on your 2 feet with a little effort for things to work out. Kite number 1 is the dominant one, with the apex Saturn-Neptune in Aries and Mars in Libra at its tail. This apex Saturn-Neptune represents the new energy that slowly forms and gathers, even if it seems to recede during the retrograde period of Saturn and Neptune, September, October till February. Although Saturn's retrograde phase brings a re-evaluation, Neptune's influence is stronger, bringing an intuitive message that is still unfolding. Mars' opposition to Saturn-Neptune may manifest as criticism from others or self-doubt about this new beginning. You doubt this new beginning still in the fog, and you could find yourself in tides of decision and indecision, creating a back and forth between your choices, your directions, and your options. This full moon offers moments of epiphany, bringing more information to consider and helping you become wiser with Uranus and stronger with Pluto. So be prepared for unexpected twists and turns, and remember that nothing goes exactly as planned. Trust the direction you are following for this new beginning, and have confidence that you will find the right path, your new light, the one that resonates with you and your new frequency. You will. As we navigate the chaotic and fast-paced energy of 2025, we feel floating around us an end and a beginning, a change of frequency. So it is essential to stay focused on what you want. This full moon marks a significant moment with 6 planets at the beginning of their signs, signaling new beginnings and initiation. However, with 5 planets in retrograde at this time, it is clear that the real momentum will build from next year. Then we can get started and initiate new paths. So prepare yourself for the opportunities ahead by finding concrete solutions, connecting with others, and using visualization and meditation to explore your next steps. The celestial landscape is set for acceleration, with Uranus, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto forming an harmonious minor triangle symbolizing human evolution, with the emphasis on fire and air elements. Take advantage of this energy to evolve and grow, and remember to stay grounded and focused on your path forward. The fire of the lion ignites a transformative energy, ideal for tuning into your heart's subtle messages. This is a time to discover your next steps, guided by a wisdom that transcends rational understandings. Remember that you are a being of light, and this full moon empowers you to stand up for what is right for you, while embodying compassion and generosity. So don't be afraid to reveal your true self, as your authenticity is a source of your greatest power and magic. By embracing your light, you can inspire others to do the same. Mars in Libra is effective for judging and evaluating options, while the Mercury-Pluto opposition brings a struggle or a challenge related to fear. The fear of transformation, the fear of death, the fear of the absence of light, the fear of the absence of love. In the opposition Mercury-Pluto, there is the we, there is the all, there is the me, moi, I. It is about relational conflicts, self-assertion, and devotion to a collective cause. Modern technologies like AI offer support for your self-expression and your learnings, but beware of mental manipulation and ideology at what the influencers spread on the social media. You have to practice strong discernment. Everything is changing, and it is natural to feel fear facing the unknown. Additionally, during this full moon, Venus and Jupiter will be in conjunction in Cancer, with the exact conjunction occurring on the 12th of August. This pairing of planets, we call them the benefic, is known for bringing ease and positivity into your lives. Venus representing love and Jupiter representing optimism. They shine in Cancer, a gentle and receptive sign, where Jupiter is exalted. This conjunction creates a backdrop of protection, kindness, and a desire for sincere connections. You may experience a surge of emotional openness and a longing to feel loved and understood. However, this beautiful conjunction can also amplify sensitivity or emotional dependence if not balanced. The contrast between the moon in Aquarius and the Cancer energy may highlight the tension between the need for connection and the need for freedom, between cocooning, Cancer, and independence, Aquarius. The full moon invites you to navigate these opposing forces and find a balance that works just for you. The Venus-Jupiter conjunction is in Cancer a feminine sign, also brings an harmonious balance to the masculine energy of the two kites in fire and air signs. So be aware that during this full moon, you are extremely receptive to both feminine and masculine forces. Then pay attention to the new energy you are receiving, as it will influence you for a long time. And for those with the planets positioned in the first 5 degrees of Sagittarius, this full moon is especially significant. It forms a geometric hexagram or a Star of David, also called in sacred geometry a magnificent Merkaba star. This highlights the importance of this planet in your natal chart at the beginning of Sagittarius. Because these planets, thanks to this planet, because of her, you can have this beautiful Merkaba star in your chart. So as we embark on this new cycle, the full moon invites us to prepare and lay the groundwork for the energies that are unfolding. By doing so, we can harness this force to evolve and move forward. If we don't prepare, we may face challenges. But with intention and awareness, we can navigate this transition smoothly. So I hope you have found this insight helpful. If you would like to explore more, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and consider booking an astrology reading with me in English or in French, in person or online. May all be blessed with love and light.